sesh, get our game on. Hogwarts Legacy. Uh, how's everybody doing? I got a little too faded yesterday, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. That video was sponsored by Lazar. I owe him one more video, so that'll be probably this weekend. But yeah, going to get high and hydrated today. Relax. I had a little too much fun yesterday. I got to get the maintenance man to come. Hey, Mark. Waking bacon. Yeah, I got a leak in my kitchen. My sink is leaking a little. It's got a drip that kept getting worse and worse, and now it's like a steady stream. So I'm gonna, and it's not from the faucet. It's actually like where the faucet meets the sink. So I'm gonna call the maintenance guy and have them come fix that today. I'm not gonna be on here super long, guys. Probably about maybe like 40 minutes or so. Gonna play a little game, get a little faded, and then I got to get off here and take care of some shit. I'll be back on later too. But yeah, we are smoking. We got, if you guys test. Do I sound okay? Testing. Test. All right, I guess it sounds better if I talk into the mic. This is all the stuff we got yesterday. We got a whole bunch of goodies, guys. We even got these 10 soft gels, 1,000 milligram, 100 milligrams each pills. So yeah, we got the sour OG. Yeah, it's wizard time. All right, Mark. Yeah, I figured I wasn't gonna do a whole lot. I'm just gonna smoke. If anybody wants to jump on, smoke, chill with me for a little bit. Like I said, I'll be on here till about like 7:15, 7:20. Damn it, what happened to my game? My game ain't now working. I guess it's time to dab. I literally tested this right before I fucking got on here. Yeah, dab time. I don't know. Sometimes a reset helps. So hopefully if I do a restart. See, this is literally, I had my roadcaster didn't want to hook up to connect today. I checked everything. Everything was updated. Had to do a restart on my whole computer, everything. Did an entire restart on every single thing. Everything was working, and then as soon as I turned it on, kicked off, had to do now a restart again on my PlayStation, even though I already did a restart on it. When in doubt, restart it. All right, guys. We got the Mug Rig by Earl Jr. Finally got the Harry Potter game working. Hey, Mark's joining. What up, Mark?
What's up, man?
Doing good, bud. Got a little too faded yesterday. Gonna stick with water today.
Yeah.
Water and dabs.
You haven't been drinking for a few days, right? And then
Yeah. I try to take a few days off. I try to get extra hydrated. Back-to-back days always will kick your ass. All right, dab time. Ooh. Man, I slept good though. But yeah, I'm excited for the cruise. I've been kind of planning on it, looking forward to stuff. I think we're gonna do the ATV excursion in Cabo. So you get a like a side by side or whatever, and you get to drive around. That'll be cool. My kid wanted to do that last time, so
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that sounds fun.
I wasn't planning on doing anything on this one, honestly, but wife talked me into it. I just was gonna hit the beaches, but these excursions, they really add up.
Oh, I bet.
Well, I think the dolphin one alone was just to swim with them was around $550 for all of us. And then the pictures was another like 330. So that's like almost $900. Yeah, yeah. I always think of root beer floats when I see that rig. Well, I didn't fucking look at all that flame.
Cool.
I obviously did not finish that last dab.
Clean your plate.
Yeah, I know. That's for the homies. Since we can't pour out our dabs, I burn them up. Uh, but yeah, I got up. My fucking kitchen sink's leaking like a sieve. So I got to get maintenance to fix that. Always something.
Yeah. Well, whenever a problem happens like that, I think to myself, I'm glad I'm renting.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anytime I wasn't renting, it's yeah, exactly. My mom and her house, they always have something go wrong, whether they get a new roof, a new water heater. uh, I overheated that one too much because I had to burn that one off. uh, yeah, I was looking at they get expensive. All right, this is gonna be my first dab of the day. Got some water here, staying high and hydrated, kicking off the day.
We used to own. Our first big regret was when our AC went out.
Yeah,
Got to get the whole thing replaced, the whole system.
that's crazy. Yeah, anytime you own it, it's all on you. I overheated that quite a bit. This usually Chaz now doesn't hold up this long. All right, everybody, get your nails hot, loadable, short dunks, roid blunts, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready. It is Thursday morning, May 1st, first day, it's first of the month. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
No, I know that too.
Watch the sun. Don't let the moon intrude. Memories hit me like nude. No, it was here. No one's here. Is the door closed? Or is it the seat? Or is it
Man, you got red real quick.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
That was I didn't dab yesterday after my vid. So Whew.
Yeah, I dabbed before I went to bed.
Damn, nice dank. Oh, yeah, dank. Basement or pole barn, huh? That's a tough one. You could have a nice, like a nice, what is it? Like a man room or man cave and a basement or a pool barn. You got to figure a basement will keep you cooler probably, unless you had a really good AC. I always like a nice finished basement, especially
You know,
if you're
basement.
in a. What were you gonna say?
A basement's good. It's more insulated, and it keeps sound down.
Yeah, and I was thinking if you're in Ohio where dank is, you don't have to walk outside to get there. Especially in the winter. Oh man. Uh, next cruise is June 25th, 10. Oh, I think I'm about due for another dab. I about came off of that first one. Yeah, we're doing the Royal Caribbean. Most homes don't have basements. Yeah. A lot of states don't always have basements. Nice.
No basements in Texas.
Yeah. California, most of them don't have basements either. Any place you have earthquakes ain't going to probably have basements.
There's basements in Arkansas. They've been having earthquakes recently.
That's funny. July 26, 1980, I was born in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. There was an earthquake that day. I rocked the world when I came into it. They usually don't have earthquakes in Ohio either.
I actually held the record at my hospital for weight. I was 11 pounds 12 ounces when I
Holy
was born.
shit. Damn.
I was
I
a record
was
holder.
I was a little baby. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't that lady just recently put out the biggest baby? How big was that baby? I forget the weight, but I know, I only know it because the Detroit Lions commented on it and said, I got dibs. I think the baby was like almost 20 years old. 20 pounds, 20 years old. He came out 20 years old. Ah.
I'm trying to figure this out. I can't see the comments.
Oh,
Like I can. They're
yeah, they're
there.
real tiny. I'll always hit it. I'll tag you if they mention you. Yes.
I'm not worried about it.
Nick came for the coffin. In Arizona, they can flood with any good rain. Most homes don't have basements in Arizona. Yeah.
I think it's because it's really dry. If it's really dry, it's not like the foundation
Right.
for a basement. Like Arizona, Texas, those are dry states. Parts of California can get pretty dry.
Yeah.
So, like, it just cause a lot of cracking in the soil, and it just
But I guess everywhere, there is basements in California, it's just not a lot. I guess everywhere there's probably some, but more in certain places than others. I wonder if in, like, colder climates they do it also maybe to back in the day for I don't know. I was trying to think of a reason. Keep warm, I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
storm shelters.
yeah, yeah, hurricanes or tornadoes. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's probably another one. A lot of the tornado states might have them.
Be like, no, why build a basement and build a storm shelter?
Yeah. Alright, let's do another one. And another. I got this new 7X butane. I get a bigger flame. I think I can heat my nail up a little better.
Special blue.
Oh, nice. 5X. Sweet.
It's all the head shop carries that's in walking distance. It's right next to
Right.
us.
All of mine are all neon. Mine are all neon. So they got the yellow cans, no X, and then the reds like 5, and then this is 7.
What was that brand that everybody used to use when they were oven blasting?
I used Power 5. A lot of people use
Yeah.
Vector. There was Vector.
Vector.
Yeah, Vector was a big one. That was an expensive one. And Calibri. Calibri was another one.
Yeah.
They were way expensive. And honestly, I didn't like the results. Me and Shido tested all of them, and Power 5 gave us the clearest, flavorous, most stable shatter. You had to watch out. Some of those cans, depending on how they process those butane, would leave like mystery oil in it, basically, and that could it would keep you from it would keep your you'd have a harder time getting shatter out of them.
Did they figure out that was like a mineral oil or something?
Well, mystery oil usually what it is, it's when they clean the machines when they make it, there's a residual of whatever they use to clean the machines. I mean, it could be anything, especially when you're running a closed. If you start running closed loops, it could be anything. Because sometimes you actually get a vacuum pump oil that'll kick back. Even you got to be careful of everything. All right, let's do another dab. But yeah, I remember the Calibri and Vector. The color would even be a little darker. Power 5 was the way to go. We got a good deal. We got a master case of it for $200. And that had, I think it had 12 cases in it, and each case had 12 in it, 12 cans. So 12 times 12. Like, what is that, 144 or something like that. All right, everybody, get your nails right. Load your bowls, roll your joints, roll your blunts, turn on your vaporizers. We're dabbing some sour OG. What are you dabbing?
Sugar Shack.
Here we go. Cheers, guys.
Want to go outside. Outside. Maybe you can open the door for me. Baby, can you open the door for me? Maybe.
Sugar Shack. That's not.
Man. Yeah, Dank said Power 5 was the way to go. He said he used to order master cases off Amazon, eBay. California, you can't order butane off Amazon. There's a lot of stuff Amazon won't send me in California. Butane's one. The other thing they won't send me is light bulbs, little light bulbs. I was trying to get these tiny little light bulbs, and they won't send. It's not allowed to be sent to California for some reason. But the funnier part is I can buy duster, except for my computers, I keep it around. I didn't think I was going to be able to get this, but sure enough, I was able to get this on there.
In Arkansas, what was it? I think last years, I would always get like these papers that were on a roll. Like it was like a roll of papers.
Right.
You can cut out however much you want. And no one would carry it. No headshots would carry those, so I would have to order it through Amazon.
Yeah,
Like last 2 years, last couple of years, they stopped allowing you to even buy papers. You can't even buy papers.
that's crazy.
You can't even order papers anymore in Arkansas. You have to go to the head shop.
Well, I used to buy these cheap quartz nails on Amazon, and they don't allow them on Amazon either. But so what I do is I have to keep searching for it, and every now and then you'll find somebody throw them up on Amazon, and you got to order them before they take it down. And they sell them real cheap, so I'll get them for like $10 delivered to my door. It's like nice. But yeah, it's all stupid. Tinfoil says Newsome. Yeah, no shit. Uh,
They did.
Another dab.
Oh, in Arkansas? Well, they're banned here too. They're banned here now too. You can't even get flavored vape juice anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
And usually when it comes to law in California, it's going to be a law everywhere. I remember when I was first came out to California years ago, I told my mom, I go, I think they visited, and I said, we went out to eat, and they said we want to sit in the smoking section. I said, "There's no smoking sections in California," you know, and they go, "Wow!" And they couldn't handle it. There wasn't a smoking section, and my mom was bitching and moaning, and I said, "Eventually, it's going to be in Ohio," and then it eventually did go to Ohio. And I remember my brother said they went in and they said he couldn't smoke, and they got all mad, threw a temper tantrum, and they left. And they said, "I'm never eating here again." And I'm like, I bet her mood eventually changed when she realized it's either that or never eat out.
Yeah. Like it's just you can't blame the business. You can't
Yeah,
blame the business on that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see all the THC seltzers and sodas; they're being sold everywhere now.
There's
With
a place in my hometown in Texas that actually sells like THC infused beverages, but
But
probably
see,
not for
that's
much
what
longer.
these legal states, they say it's hemp THC and hemp THCA or whatever. And
Yeah,
I'm so confused because I mean, isn't that the same thing as weed THC? I don't understand. Is people that stupid? Like, is like really like the law is so stupid to say, well, it's hemp. Did they not understand what hemp's weed?
I haven't really seen that was derived from hemp. Like, not that I know of. I mean,
Yeah, it's all the same.
it's
Yeah. I mean, well, it's a cultivar. It's a different cultivar.
yeah.
It's
I
just
know
a
like just a lot of friends are saying it's like diet weed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we grew AC/DC. AC/DC was just a very, it was like a CBD plant, but except it was like a big bud. Back in the day, a lot of the CBD plants were all tall and like really tall. Like, I mean, I'm talking like 20 feet, like huge, huge, and they'd be, wispy, and they got them down to being more dense and shit. Now they're also getting them to where they have almost zero THC in them. So, I don't know. If you're getting THC off of a hemp plant, you're obviously not getting the hemp with no THC in it.
Well, yeah, they just passed a law, and there's now this like all that's restricted in Texas now too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, male
it has,
plants male plants are the ones used when you're, like, if you say you have an OG and you wanna mix it with, like, a Kush tin, you make sure you get one of your OGs to go to become a male, which there's different ways to do it. Collodium silver is one of them. And then the male plant has a whole bunch of pollen, and then you're gonna take that male OG and you're gonna pollinate the female kush, and then that female kush is gonna have some seeds and shit, and that's how you're gonna get your crosses. Hemp does I think male plants might have a tiny bit of THC in it, but it ain't worth it.
it's not a really, really tiny amount. like a non-alcoholic beer. It's going to have a little bit of alcohol in it, but not enough to do anything.
Right. Well, THCA is a non-activated THC compound. Once you activate it, you drop the A and it's just THC. So any of your edibles, if you make a butter, all that's just THC. THCA is the non-activated compound. And that's when you grow it. But even when you grow it, I mean, unless you harvest it crazy early, your trichomes and shit, some of them will naturally convert to THC. Not all of it, but yeah, exactly. Well, that's why that I know that. That's why it's always silly when I hear these legal states saying, "Well, this is legal because it's THCA," and they say because it's derived from hemp, but it still doesn't matter if it's derived from hemp or wherever it is. Because if I took hemp and I make isolate THCA isolate out of it, it'll be the same difference if I made a fucking isolate out of any other weed. Yeah, but I mean, every weed you smoke is non-activated most of the weed is non-activated THC. Granted, as you cure it and dry it, some of it will activate, but most of it's a non-activated THCA. So all that non-activated weed that they say is, it's weird because I feel like in these legal states, they're basically saying if it's not activated, so if it's a THCA, that it won't get you high. And activated, it's different because if it's activated, you're basically smoking it won't get you high. You want to eat it once it's activated. So, it's like, I'm just so confused by whoever thinks up these stupid laws. It makes no sense because a non-activated THC is the one you wanna smoke. Once it's activated, usually you wanna eat it at that point.
It's people making laws about something they don't know anything about.
Yeah.
That's politics. That's politicians for you.
Yeah. Alright. Hey, it's almost coming up on 7:10.
Yeah.
Might be a little early on this one, but I don't care. How do you activate it? You heat it up? That's how most people make weed butter. That's why back in the day, that's why a lot of times when you had edibles a long time ago when they were making weed butter, they didn't know how long to activate it, and a lot of people wasn't activating it enough. So if you don't have it at like I believe it's like got to be 190 Celsius or so for X amount of for a while, like 40 minutes maybe or so. You got to have it in there for a while. You got to make sure you get all that THCA activated. Then you're going to filter it, and then you're going to let the butter cool back down. Then you got your nice cannabis butter. I make a very fire cannabis butter because I just take my time. As long as you get it all activated, you'll get faded.
And Nick uses a magic butter.
Yeah. Well, I do too much usually. I usually put too much weed. My weed's always high end weed. Yeah, Crockpot can do it.
Is magical butter? Are they still a thing? Are they still around?
Oh, that company. Yeah, that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I doubt it.
I know they did. Well, there was another company that came out after them. It's kind of like a Keurig, but for weed. What was it called?
Well, I remember that there are some friends of ours made a coffee company, and they made the little cups, K cups for your Keurigs. And they were good friends of ours. They started with a cookie company, I think, and then they did the coffees. Yeah, we knew a few guys in the edible industry. G was in it for a while too. All right, we'll do a pre 710 dab.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, yeah, I'm a little hot. I told you this nail's getting overheated today.
I need to get a Tem gun.
Yeah.
Chance there was a reptile expo they wanted to go check out. My son wanted to see the reptiles. It was fun. But they had a Tem gun there. I was like, man, I should just buy that right now.
Yeah.
It looked like the one you had.
Yeah, that'd be nice. All right, let's do this. Cheers, everybody. Butter toast.
Go ahead.
Cheers. Yeah, once you get the butter, you could do anything. You could use it for baking. You could do anything with it once you get the butter. I was thinking buttered toast man from Ren and Stimpy, I believe.
Powdered toast man.
Powdered toast man. That was it. Well, they keep saying buttered toast. They got me stuck on it. We're going to create a new guy. It's his arch enemy. Gary Busey. Do one more dab for 7:10, then I'm gonna get off here. So pissed. That late, I'm gonna probably have. I might even call an emergency maintenance guy to get here. That sink's leaking so much.
Yeah, it seems like a pro.
Shit. You call them for an emergency. I have before, and they still take 2 hours. All right, let's heat it up. Yeah, I got a couple minutes. I guess we can wait a minute. If I start too early, I'll probably be done too early. Got my Star Wars shirt on. March, April, May the 4th. Oh, we're coming up on it, right? Damn it.
Yep.
A couple days early.
I got my
Oh, yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
That's funny. Gary Busey. Man, I fucking didn't shut my computer down last night either correctly. And so it was all fucked up this morning. Since I have my multiple screens, if I don't shut it down right, they all condensed and all my screens squished down onto my MacBook. And I had to like move them all back. I was so pissed. Oh, well. I had fun. All right, dab time. We got to get it going. 7:10. Oil. Yep, going to be on the Royal Caribbean Ovation of the Seas 10 in June. So excited about that. New cruise line. Carnival's not getting our money. I warned them. They don't care. They got enough people. But you know what I told them? And I said, I even told the lady last time I was bitching. I said, you're right. You guys probably don't give a flying fuck if I'm not going to be on here or not. But you guys keep this up. Another person's going to stop and another and another. And eventually, your whole company's going to go out. That's how you ruin a company. Thinking you're too good for everybody. Eventually, nobody's going to want to fucking be there.
All you cruise people, you're on, your own cruise groups
on
Facebook. Yeah. And word of mouth gets around.
Oh, yeah. Everybody bitches. I bitched the last time, and a couple of the people, I guess, who was on another carnival with me, started following me on my Facebook for some fucking reason, And I was bitching, lady got all snooty. Goes, well, you don't have to cruise on Carnival. You could go to John Hurd. He's like the CEO. Go to his Facebook page, bitch to him. I said, no, I got enough people on my Facebook to bitch to. I said, I'm just letting them know. I don't have to tell anybody else. You're taking this personally. All right, 7:10. Cheers, everybody. I overheated it. Damn it. Lady coming on my page. Why are you following me, crazy lady? I was looking. I was like, why is this lady following me? I didn't recognize her. She was older. And then I saw she was on one of my cruise groups I was in. I was like, oh, okay. Stalker. Just because I'm on your cruise group page doesn't mean I want to be your friend. Well, also I got mine set up as like a different profile, so that she's just following me. I'm not even following her. So it's like she's anyway. Cheers. Happy 710, guys.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Even a better time. After 710, you go to 7-Eleven. Yeah, no kidding, Tim. Yeah, I know. He did a good one for 710. He did it right. They said that that dab took you out.
Well, I had to blow my nose, and it's hard to cough and blow your nose at the same time.
I know what you mean. Your whole face is melting.
And allergies.
Yeah, 'tis the season. All right, Mark. I'm gonna get off here. I'll be on here a little bit later if you want a game or whatever, get faded. All right, bud. Peace out. Peace out, everybody.